Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. So today we will be talking about Marriage Bootcamp, reality stars, but the Hip-hop Edition. And let me just say, I'm so excited with the couples that are on the show. All of these couples I have seen on Love and Hip Hop, or I've seen on reality shows, and I'm into reality shows. I definitely love the love stories in the reality shows. So to see them come on Marriage Bootcamp, and I just got this big dose of love stories and all of this relationship stuff that they're going through, I'm just over flooded with emotions because I love it so much. So I'm going to try to break down episode 1, just pretty much giving like my personal thoughts on it. But I do want to start with, there are 5 couples on the show. Only 2 of the couples are married. One of the couples, we don't even know what they're doing because they came in as 2 separate people. So let's get into this, okay? First, we have Soulja Boy and his girlfriend Nia. Then we have Waka Flocka and his wife Tammy. Next, we have Lil Mo and her husband Karl. We have Jessica Dime and her fiance Shawn. And then we have Lil Fizz and Tiffany. Now, this is the couple that came on the show. They're not together. And they're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We don't even know the status of their relationship. So I don't really know why Tiffany and Lil Fizz came on the show. In my mind, I'm thinking Tiffany is on the show to try to help Lil Fizz. He likes to be called Drew. Lil Fizz or Drew. I think she's on the show to really help him as a man with the commitment issues, because I feel like Lil Fizz wants out of the relationship what he wants, and he doesn't want to commit to a real relationship and all of the things that comes with a real relationship, which does mean settling down, getting married. He said, well, Tiffany said that she hasn't even been introduced to his son, but she's met our son's mother. And so to me, if we're trying to move up a new level, and if you are trusting me, you're loving me as much as I think you are, I feel like that I should have been introduced or either let in another part of your life. So for them to come as a single couple, I really don't know what to make out of it. I do believe in my hearts of heart that they're still going to be single when they leave. As far as Jessica Dime and Shawn is concerned, okay, Shawn says that Jessica Dime is ratchet and hood. But my thing is, Jessica Dime has always been on Love and Hip Hop, portrayed that way. Like, that's all we really know Jessica Dime for. And so I was very surprised when Shawn proposed to Jessica. He proposed on the Love and Hip Hop show. And I was like, okay, this is going to be a part of her, that he's going to be a part of her that will settle whatever that side is of her down, because he comes in, you know, with his demeanor, and she comes in with hers, and they're going to mesh really good together. But he is saying that I don't like the ratchet and the hood part about her. And it sounds like to me that's what he wants to change about her. And to me, I feel like that's a good thing, because your spouse is supposed to be able to bring some other things out of you that maybe you don't see in yourself, or maybe you do see in yourself, but you're like, that ain't me. This is how I've always been. So I feel like if Shawn kind of just walks by example, like for example, if he say, you know, I'm going to go take you shopping today, and he takes her shopping at this particular store, or he brings in some really nice dresses or something and says, this is what I would like for you to wear, and they go out on a date and stuff, this can be like an introduction of something he's introducing his woman to. But I feel like it's not going to change with you just by saying anything. Me being as married and with my husband as long as I have been, it really comes by example. Like, yeah, I hear you. I hear what you want to say. But it really does come by you doing something, by you making a choice to physically do something. So we'll just see how it plays out. I feel like at the end of the show, their relationship is still going to be engagement status. Hopefully they'll move to the altar, but I feel like it's still going to be the engagement status. As far as Lil Mo and Karl is concerned, I feel like Lil Mo has this big personality, but she's always had this big personality. So when she's telling Karl that my name is big, it's flashy, people know me, when you attach my name to yours, it means something. It does. But I also feel like Lil Mo needs to allow her husband to be a husband. Like, yeah, my name is big. People know me in the industry for this particular thing, but I'm standing behind my husband right now. And by her standing behind her husband and allowing for her husband to walk into or this industry or do whatever he does as an entrepreneur, it is going to speak volumes. So I feel like she just needs to take it down a couple of notches and they'll be okay. Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka and Tammy are one of my favorite couples on the show. My other favorite couple is Soulja Boy and Nia. And they kind of come first before Waka Flocka and Tammy. I don't know why I'm so interested in Soulja Boy and Nia. I think I'm just trying to figure out why they're still together, okay? And I kind of like that struggle love between them. Don't judge me, but that's just me. But Waka Flocka and Tammy are already married. I feel like they're already established and they've already really worked through some really hard underlying issues. So I don't know how Marriage Bootcamp will help them either. But here's what I'm hoping that they will get from it. So I know Waka Flocka has allegedly, messed up and did some things. And Tammy has did some things, as they said on the show. She threw like a drill or something at Waka Flocka, but I know that she was responding in anger, probably frustration at Waka Flocka had did to her. So I'm hoping that Marriage Bootcamp will teach her what her trigger points are and how to deal with those things in your marriage, in your relationship. Because I heard her on a radio station, to say that we are the example. So I'm hoping Marriage Bootcamp will help her deal with some of her trigger points when she gets upset with Waka Flocka. So it could be good in that way. But other than that, y'all, I don't know why they're here. But last but not least, we have Soulja Boy and Nia. Okay, so I feel like that here because it's mostly Nia. I feel like Soulja Boy can support Nia. I feel like that Soulja Boy is kind of dragging Nia along, but he doesn't want Nia to go as well. I feel like they love each other. I feel like that they want to be good for one another. But I also feel like that Soulja Boy would never give Nia the commitment. He will never be the man to marry as long as he keeps being this way. So if I look at it at an instance, Nia, she needs some work too, but it's hard to be a stand-up woman and to do things the right way when it feels like that all I do is never enough. Like she says that Soulja Boy and her, they have their good times. And when they have their good times, they have their really good times. Like it's really, really good. But then when they have their bad times, it's really, really bad. And my thing is it getting so bad where the bad outweighs the good? The bad is going to take us out of this relationship. Like, what is it? So do I think that Nia will have a ring at the end of Marriage Bootcamp? No. I feel like things will continue to be the same. I do feel like that Soulja Boy is going to put in a little bit of work. I kind of see something there in his face, but I don't know. The TV could be portraying one thing, but he's meaning a different thing. But I do feel like that he really, really loves Nia, and if she wants to stick it out and be with him, that's good and dandy, but I feel like that she should just want more for herself, and she should just kind of push Soulja Boy. Look, this is what I want. I'm here for you. We gonna work through this. And she also, she kind of digs deep a little bit when she wants to make him mad and stuff like that. And I know sometimes we get mad and we say stuff that we don't mean. And in that instance, I feel like that Nia has to be above the drama. She has to be above the arguments, above when Soulja Boy do like little stupid stuff and put it on social media. She has to be above all of that in order for this relationship to work. And when you think about it, it is a lot of work. Like, am I gonna wait on Soulja Boy until he gets his life right, until he wants to settle all the way down? Or am I going to move on? And I feel like that is a decision that they need to make. Now, will they separate? Will they move on from each other? Probably not, okay? But hopefully with Marriage Bootcamp, it can really help them sort through some of the stuff that they're dealing with. Because I know that they lost the baby and stuff, and Nia is probably angry. Well, she said that Soulja Boy has not responded the way how she thinks he is, but maybe he's responded in his own way. So I don't know, maybe Marriage Bootcamp can help them deal with some really underlying issues. But I do want to leave you guys with this. Tammy gave some really good advice to Lil Fizz and to Tiffany. And I'm going to leave you guys with this video.
I don't, because I feel like the way the situation at hand is brought up in an angerful manner. But I'm going to talk in peace. I don't want to talk in that type of rage.
We gonna have a time to talk while we here?
Yeah, no. You see how she looking at me right now, like that evil ass look. Hang on. We gonna have a time to talk, like you want to fight or something. Like,
well, don't act like that.
Stop. Tiffany, what do you want?
I want any form of a commitment from him.
You say he has commitment issues.
He does.
I want to throw to Exhibit A.
I see myself getting married. I don't see who's on that other side just yet.
I'm ready to be a wife, and if you don't see that in me, let me go.
I really plan on only introducing one more woman to my son, and that being my wife. If this doesn't work, then she won't be meeting him.
Whoa. And I'm going to take it to the jury of your peers. Okay, Tammy, you've got something you want to say?
A man is only willing to change or commit for something that they feel like is worth it. You can't make him be ready. And I feel like, honestly, if you know damn well in your heart, because you know from the first time you met her if that was going to be your wife or not. If you know that's not what you want to do, let her go.
Everything was put on the table, and I told you I wasn't ready for the serious commitment just yet. I was having fun.
Well, why buy the cow? I gave him the damn milk for free, and in the end, he's lactose.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.